Hey, how's it going guys? Cam08 here, bringing you guys some domination on the map Fallen, and obviously this is not an ordinary gameplay that I'll be giving to you guys today. As you can see, this is in theater mode, and like I said in my last commentary, I'm going to be doing something different in Modern Warfare 3. I'm going to be doing two different things. This will be one of them. This will be spawn trap tutorials on the maps on Modern Warfare 3. And of course, in this gameplay, I'm not going to be showing majority of my gameplay. I'm going to be jumping back and forth from free camera to my character in the gameplay, and I'll be walking through with you guys on how and where the spawn traps will come out and what areas the enemy team spawn traps will be. And in this gameplay, I will be showing you the best spawn trap that I think, in my opinion, is a very easy win in different gameplays and different maps. The majority of all of the spawn traps that I'm going to be doing in these series is majority of the time is going to be domination. But I will try to get some gameplays from maybe hardcore or a headquarters match, but it most likely will be domination because, yeah, a lot of us, we play ground war. Domination is because we got a lot of friends that's online playing, but in this one we're playing regular domination. We're not playing ground war, we're playing the basic domination gameplay. So let's get this started. Okay, and obviously, as you can see on the bottom timeline of my gameplay, my red bars is my deaths and my green bars is my kills. But before we start in this gameplay, I'm going to pause this right now. I'm going to go into free roam and I'm going to show you where our spawn is right now. And I hope I don't make you guys dizzy in here because I move a lot really fast and my sensitivity is pretty up there. So as you can see, our team spawns here in this corner, and across to the other side of the map, this is where the enemy team spawns, right in this corner. Now before I start, of course, that is one spawn point where they start in the beginning. And in this junkyard here is another spawn point where the enemy team spawns. And I got two more on this side. Right in this corner of the playground, they'll spawn right here. And this spawn, which I call the spawn trap, the shit spawn trap, because they spawn right here in this little corner. And there's only two exit ways to come out of here. It's down here, and of course when you come out here, you never know where your enemy team is at trying to kill you. So you come out here not knowing where they are. A lot of them, they stay behind that little hill right there, watch them come out. And the other passageway, the exit, is down over here. This is why I call this the shit spawn, and why I think, in my opinion, is the best spawn trap on this map, Fallen. So now I am going to go back into my character and I'll play it for a little bit and I'll show you. I'm going to be getting quite a bit of kills in that little area in the shit spawn, and it's good. Now when I do start off in this gameplay, I like to run up to the middle and I capture B, and we like to keep A. And I like to go down to this hallway because, of course, down in this area to the left, they're going to be trying to capture C, and they're going to be coming this way. They're going to be coming towards the middle of the main part of the map, which is by the two-story building. Well, yeah, the big two-story building with the windows up there to my left, and they're going to be starting to go to A. But as you can see, I already go over here, and this point right here, though, I ended up going a little bit too far. Yeah, a little bit too far between this truck. Now, when I do go back in that area, I'm gonna fast it up a bit. Go back into that area. I'm gonna die again in this area, and I'm gonna go back to the same spot where I go to the right of me. So, let me fast it up a bit. I'm gonna pause it now. Put it back into the real-time motion. Now in this area, as you can see, I'm gonna go over here, and you see all my green bars. I ended up getting quite a bit of kills from this area, and they're gonna be shit spawning. They're gonna be spawning out of the shit spawn right here. So This really helps in the gameplay. It gives you a guarantee easy win, a guarantee so for like the kill, a really big kill horse that loves their KDs up there. This is a really easy way to get your kills and an easy win. Of course, you need your 2 flags, of course, in domination to win throughout the game. This is a guarantee that no enemy team is going to spawn flip and end up catching your flag, which will be A, and then we will get an easy flip on the map. But as you can see, I'm going to rewind it a bit. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to pause it. I'm going to go in free roam now again. Now, as you can see, I'm gonna go up here. Let me go back a little bit. But imagine there is an imaginary wall and imaginary line. This is a thing that comes in key also. Working together as a team and communicating very well with your teammates on where the enemy team can be spawning or where they killed you. That way you can keep holding them up in the imaginary wall. My imaginary wall on this gameplay, you come down all the way to C. Imagine C being the C flag, going all the way down here and all the way down behind this building. Imagine from C flag you got a big wall going up and down over here. Imagine that big wall, and that's the boundary where you cannot pass. Like where I was earlier by this truck, by that truck right here, and this car, you're pushing it too far, and that will give the enemy team a way to spawn over here in that corner and in the junkyard area. But as you can see, I've got an enemy team player over here. Enemy player over there. I've got 2 teammates here. You have to push up at least 3/4 of the way of the map in order to have the spawn trap locked down. Because if you're not, like I said, you got your 2 spawn points here. It's basically filling up the blanks, you know. It's basically a concept of filling out the blanks. If you put a couple teammates in this area, of course you're going to be on this building or on this balcony area, and somebody in this building, they are all going to spawn in the shit spawn. But if you do not have that communication, and if you fall back, and we have our teammates all in the middle here, where Kanyahe Black, you see his name in the middle, green names, and Spill Chaser and Island Built. If we're all back here, they're gonna keep spawning in that corner, and that corner. In order to spawn trap a lot more better and very precisely, you want the enemy team to keep spawning in one little area, and I picked this one. This is why I picked this spawn trap to be my favorite, because they end up spawning in one little area. If you really want a really good spawn trap, as much as possible, close in onto the enemy team to limit their spawn points. Like I said, like if there's somebody here in this building or in the back of this building, they're not going to be spawning in this junkyard. So you can just scratch that out and just pay attention to these points right here and that point there. But if, like I said, you've got your teammates communicating. There's another person that could be in this window. There's another person can be down in that doorway looking towards this area. Of course, if you have teammates close by to another spawn point, they're not gonna flip. But I'm getting stuck here. But like I said, the big imaginary wall, it's not too bright and it's not too good for have anybody like over here kind of thing. But like you could have people like you see Kanyahe Black. He's right up here and he's overlooking this whole area right here. He can see them spawn there. This guy spawned right there, right? BM1 guy spawned right there, and then he's got that other spawn point in his view if he's up here. But like I said, you cannot go past this wall. But like I said, if there's somebody in this building, you kind of might be pushing it a bit too much. But just to be safe and be in a precise spawn trap, like I said, build this imaginary wall going across this area of the map. That way they will be guaranteed, I don't even know if that's a word, but you know what I mean. It'll be more guaranteed that the enemy team is going to be spawning in the shed spawn. So I'm going to go back to my player, and as you can see, I'm going to have these two players right here, Island Built and Dragon. They're going to try to keep pushing up over here a lot more. They're gonna push up, push up, push up, push up, push up to around this point, and that way they know there's a spawn point right here. That's why they didn't go too much in the beginning, much over here. But it's all about filling in the blanks and keeping the space on the map more filled to your teammates than more of the enemy team. That way they will all spawn. Now I'm gonna play this right here, and you will see where they're going to be spawning. There's me again in that rock, and you see all of them right there. There's 2 guys there. I'm gonna spread it out a little bit. As you can see the spawn points, a couple from the junkyard, a couple from the shed spawn, and majority of them on the shed spawn. Now you see there's 4 people there spawning in the shed spawn. Why? Kaneohe Black is over here. Of course he can see. They're not gonna spawn you in an area where the enemy team can see you spawn, obviously. So as you can see, there's nobody spawning there, but they're spawning where you can't really see them, in the junkyard spawn. But I'm gonna go a little bit higher, search for my teammates. As you can see, Dragon and Island is still in that area, and they're still gonna spawn in there because there's nobody covering that area. But as you can see, there's 4 of them spawning in the shed spawn. So I'm gonna play this again. You guys can just take a look at this and kind of have an insight on how the spawn points will actually work on this gameplay. As you can see, they're spawning in the junkyard. Dragon and Island needs to push up a little bit more to go closer to that imaginary wall that I told you guys about. And they're going to be spawning a lot more in the shed spawn, in the playground, or the first spawn where they first started in this gameplay. Alright. Hopefully you guys are getting or understanding where I'm coming from on this gameplay, but it really works very well for all of us when we play together as a team and we spawn trap the enemy team. That gives you an easy win, an easy guarantee that nobody's going to be shooting you from the back. Okay, I wanted to mention another thing now. As you can see, I have a teammate right here, Spill Chaser. He's gone past the wall, and as you can see where I was in that little hill area, they're not spawning in the shed spawn anymore. They spawned in their original spawn when we first started in the gameplay. The closer you move to the enemy, the more they will be spawning in a different spawn point. It's basic concepts on where they're going to be spawning, but as you can see, Dragon and Island is in this building. And as you can see, nobody spawned in the junkyard. They spawned in an original spawn and in the little playground area. But the more, like I said, the more you crunch it up, the more you spread your team out a lot more even out on the map and fill up all of those other spawn points, they're going to be spawning lesser spawn points than usual. And I know this gameplay is going to be quite a while, but I'm just gonna fast forward this thing up a bit. I'll let you watch the free cam, see where they're spawning a lot. As you can see, Island built still back over there, right? He's covering that ground, and they're all spawning in the playground now. But you see when you go past that wall, as you can see, Island built went past the imaginary line and the imaginary wall. Going past the imaginary wall, you go far too much. Spawn point is open. Dragon, there's only Dragon there, only 1 person. There's 2 people spawned in the junkyard. I'm gonna play this again. Just take a look at where they're spawning. Y'all spawning back at the shed spawn. Why? Kaneohe is here, and where did Dragon go? Dragon died, but as you can see, it's still resetted because Dragon was still coming up around this area right here, at the top of my bar. So I'll just sit back, relax, and watch the spawn points. And if you're going for a lot of montage clips, this is one of the very easy spawn points to do, is in the shed spawn, because I'm gonna go back down here now. I'm gonna go back down here, go to my player, slow this down a bit. If you're going for montage clips, this could be a very easy collateral kill, or easy collat kill when you go back into that area. But yeah, hopefully you guys Found this a lot more easy to figure out spawning and spawn points and spawn traps on Modern Warfare 3, since the flags aren't as straightforward as it was in Modern Warfare 2 and in Call of Duty 4. It's a lot more easier if you work together as a team. If you're running around in randoms, and you're going to be running back and forth to your flags. But this strategy and keep playing in your gameplay really comes in handy. Now, there's another thing I wanted to mention. I had a teammate go in here. As you can see, he went too far, and Dragon's kind of a little bit too much in the spawn point area right now. Now I'm gonna shift over here. As you can see, Kaneo is in there, right? Now, see where the enemy team's spawning at. It all depends on how your teammates play and how we communicate with each other, and we spread out our team to cover grounds and fill in out the blanks of the map. And as you can see, Kaneohe went too far. He basically flipped the spawn a bit. Now we've got people coming to A, and that could jeopardize our gameplay, and we could end up losing the game. Say if all of them spawned in a junkyard, they captured A, and then we will end up being spawn trapped in our original spawn. And this other spawn right here by the building where I'm looking at right now is another spawn point for us. Another one's right here, and another one's over here by the little hill area where we can spawn and get spawn trapped ourselves. That's why it's very, very crucial to keep your teammates in check and communicate with them, and communicating, telling them don't go too far, you're gonna push, you're gonna flip, I think you flipped. Once you say those words, you guys need to turn around and watch your backs, because the enemy team can spawn right behind you, and that's when you will start to getting shot from the back. Okay? Hopefully you guys like this gameplay. This gameplay is to an end, and this is the final kill cam. I will catch you guys next time. Shooties. Please leave a rate, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment on the bottom telling me if you guys really like this, if you found it helpful, or how it could be a lot more easier for you to understand how the spawn traps actually works on the map Fallen. But I'll catch you guys next time. Like I said, please rate, comment, subscribe, and this will be one of the new things that I'm going to be doing on Modern Warfare 3. That's going to be a lot more different as far as my episodes go. This is going to be one of them. I'm still going to be doing the Rusher series and my regular commentaries and of course montages, but that will be coming up later. Alrighty, shooties. I'll catch you guys next time.